now to the Irish language internet sensation that is Lurgan. Their Wake Me Up video has had nearly 2 million hits on YouTube. It all began in Coláiste Lurgan in Connemara, and it's bringing Irish language teaching very much into the 21st century. Well, I'm joined now from our Galway studio by Mícheál of Foighil, the principal of the college, and by the singer on the internet hit, Stiofán of Fearail, who is also a teacher, a junior school teacher in Coláiste Lurgan. But first of all, let's take a look at the video.
Van je vier grim naar hier, Tal de rief nach me in hart. Down a sam kabel der scoil, ach ta mer manakart. Der she long on a go satans, dagen kiel revish. She master any lurking out the war she towering queen. So leg my steer on soon fire. Spawn and bow her is a currum. Ban and make and scream amach shmine. Give it all the so leg my steer on soon fire. Spawn and bow her is a currum. Ban and make and scream amach shmine. Give it all the
Okay, well, that's part of the video. I mean, it really is amazing. That was all done in 8 hours, you were telling me, Stiofán.
Yeah, well, the video itself was done in about 8 hours, yeah.
It's incredible. And now, this is just one of your songs. You've been producing many, many more. I mean, tell me about how this all started off.
We've been doing songs like this and stuff for about 5 or 6 years now. It started off with Thriller from Michael Jackson. I
was looking at that on the internet yesterday. It's terrific.
Yeah, it was just something different for the children to do on a rainy day or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And kind of just took off from there. We did video after video. We did the Waving Flag, the World Cup song. We did Some Nights Last Year was a big one, and we did the Cup song and Pompeii.
Clearly, that's you singing there on that one. Are you singing on many of them?
Some of them, yeah. There's a big group of us. We have a band called Shanley, and we kind of were sent to the production of most, and then you bring in all the students and Coonsery and Moonsery and Mícheál himself and everybody get involved.
Mícheál in. Mícheál, you're joining us from Galway. Thank you for joining us this morning. I mean, 1.8 million hits as of yesterday on YouTube. Did you ever expect this project to go as far as this?
Well, no, as Stiofán said, I suppose when we started off, it is just something to do during Coláiste Gael. It's we're not a what would you call a production
You're not
music production
company? Whatever.
No, good God, no. It's just one of the aspects. It's one of the things that we do during the Coláiste Gael, and it's quite enjoyable. We don't spend too much time with it because if you spend too much time, you'll take the fun element out of it. But that particular night was a special night, all right. And I suppose once we were there filming, as you said, it took place over about 7-8 hours, but the energy levels, I suppose, well, more than decreasing as the night went on, they were actually increasing all the time. So yeah, I had the feeling, all right, that it was kind of a special kind of occasion, and yeah, we're delighted at the reception it's got on the internet, and the feedback has been extremely encouraging. And yeah, it'll just, I suppose, it does kind of raise the bar for us for the next few projects, all right.
Yeah, absolutely. But Mícheál, to go back to the beginning of this, I mean, I suppose it's all fundamentally about bringing the teaching of Irish into the 21st century. I mean, explain your thinking in this.
Well, don't think too much about it, really. I suppose our job during the Coláiste Gael, our mission is to promote Gaeilge, to get people engaged with the language, so that they'll have kind of an enjoyable experience when they're when they come in contact with the language, and it's trying to kind of make people realise that it is something relevant and that it is enjoyable, and most of all that it actually is their own language, and that it is important to them, and that it can play an important part in their life. And I suppose when you get involved with
No, keep going, Mícheál. We're just hearing the music in the background. Sorry, it's disturbing you there in the headphones.
No, I'm enjoying it. Every time I listen to it.
So are we, Mícheál. But just to ask you, I mean, you know, the way that Irish is taught in schools, I mean, I suppose we're always having this argument, but it is very much about the written word. You know, spoken Irish, it's hard enough to to get classes in that, if you're outside the gael scoil, do you think it's that there needs to be quite fundamental change in the way we approach the language?
But this need is quite plain. It's quite plain to be seen for the past 20, 25 years that a change needs to be done because we're on fairly dangerous ground regarding the language, because it's been used as an excuse for people who mightn't value the language as much. It's been used as an excuse that such a poor return is got from the education system to more or less downgrade the language, or to downgrade the language within the education system. So we'd be fairly worried at this stage, I must admit, that unless this is addressed, and as I said, unless people can feel confident, and unless they can feel some kind of ownership on the language itself.
I see the value of the language, I suppose.
That we are kind of it is fairly precarious at the moment, all right.
And Mícheál, I mean, you know, these kind of things like the videos, they're kind of the fun element of it. But more fundamentally, do you think things like the gael scoil now, which are particularly prevalent here in Dublin, do you think that's kind of the route to protecting Irish?
Well, no. Well, gael scoil, I suppose you have less than 5% of the students attending second level and first level in school attend gael scoil, and 95% of students don't go to gael scoil. So you wouldn't want to get distorted there. It's how the language is actually taught. You have a 13-year programme from a child enters into infant class until they finish their leaving cert. You have a 13-year window there to deliver an effective programme that actually connects with and that meets the needs of the learners.
Okay.
As I said, it's not a difficult undertaking, but it does need to be radically overhauled and changed.
And Stiofán, I mean, as well as being the lead singer on many of these videos, you are a primary school teacher here in Dublin. Yeah. What do you think is the route to making Irish a part of every child's life here?
I agree fully with Mícheál. The context of the language needs to be used in different contexts that the children are. Like, for example, with the video, the task at hand is making the video, it's the creation of the video. It's not the fact that they're learning Irish or they're being forced in ways to learn Irish. It's they're speaking Irish. The video's been made through Irish, so they're not thinking about its learning. They're thinking about making the video, and Irish is the medium which they're making the video through.
It's a real living language rather than a chore.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it normalises it. It's making it real. It's a living language, as you said, and something else is being produced from it through this language, which I think that's the thing that stands out to most of the children there. You know, they're not sitting in classes all the time, they're not being forced to do it. They want to do it, and that's the crucial thing, I think.
There's no peg. Listen, Stiofán, Mícheál, thank you both very much indeed for joining us this morning, and the very best of luck with all the new videos you've been working on.